The restaurant industry is undergoing significant shifts as major chains grapple with challenges ranging from financial pressures to evolving consumer preferences. So much is changing now, and the fast food space is nothing like it used to be. These are 15 major restaurant chains that are shutting down stores right now. Number 1. Applebee's. President Tony Moralejo recently disclosed the chain's parent company, Dine Brands Global, is working towards the closure of 25 to 35 additional Applebee's locations in 2024. In recent years, Applebee's has grappled with numerous closures, shutting down approximately 300 restaurants since 2017. The chain's challenges are due to heightened competition and dwindling revenue, compelling executives to make tough calls regarding store closures. With 46 locations shuttered last year, Applebee's is now facing the closure of even more restaurants this year. Number 2. Boston Market. In 2023, the restaurant chain boasted approximately 300 locations. Fast forward to March 2024, and that number has plummeted to a mere 27 stores, as reported by Restaurant Business. The closures stem from a combination of landlord evictions due to outstanding bills and state-mandated shutdowns over unpaid sales taxes. Adding to the woes, the chain is entangled in over 150 lawsuits, many centered on financial liabilities. Troubles escalated after a bankruptcy filing was rejected in March 2024, precipitating a rapid decline in its nationwide presence. Despite these challenges, Jay Pandya, the owner of Boston Market, has disputed the bleak picture, asserting that the reports are inaccurate. Pandya insists that the actual number of Boston Market locations exceeds double the reported figure, yet has not provided a comprehensive list to substantiate this claim. Number 3. TGI Fridays. The traditional casual dining chain recently announced the permanent closure of nearly 40 restaurants across the United States. This decision stems from financial challenges that have hindered the company's growth efforts in recent times. Affected locations include restaurants in various states such as New Jersey, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Massachusetts, Maryland, New Hampshire, New York, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Virginia. Additionally, the company is selling 8 corporate-owned locations to Ray Blanchett, its former CEO. The closures and strategic realignment are part of TGI Fridays' efforts to strengthen its franchise model and address underperforming stores. By cutting expenses and focusing on profitable initiatives, the company aims to improve its overall performance and position itself for sustainable growth in the future. Well, time will tell. Number 4. MOD Pizza. In March 2024, Mod Pizza, renowned for its customizable pizzas and salads, closed 27 of its restaurants spanning 11 states and the District of Columbia. The closures impacted establishments in California, Philadelphia, Chicago, Dallas, Washington, D.C., Wisconsin, Seattle, New Jersey, Florida, Oklahoma, Virginia, and Oregon. Additionally, a franchisee shut down one location in Atlanta. Although there were speculations linking the closures to rising minimum wages in the fast food sector, Rick Van Warner, a spokesperson for MOD, refuted this notion. He stated that the timing of the closures was coincidental and attributed them to the restaurants being underperformers. However, it raises concern when multiple locations in major areas are labeled as underperformers. This narrative of everything being fine seems more like unfounded optimism than a true reflection of the situation. Number 5. Denny's. In 2023, Denny's made the difficult decision to close 57 restaurants, citing challenges related to inflation as the primary cause. Specifically, where a Denny's outlet used to require $1 million to break even and operate, it now needs $1.2 million. However, the closures didn't stop there. During the chain's fourth quarter earnings call, Robert Verostek, the CFO of Denny's, mentioned that they are facing additional closures due to the ongoing inflationary pressures. As per the chain's earnings report, Denny's intends to shut down 10 to 20 locations in 2024 as part of their strategy to navigate these economic challenges. Number 6. White Castle. This American burger chain is grappling with a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit that has prompted several store closures and sparked doubts about its ongoing viability. Violations of biometric privacy laws have led to this massive legal challenge, illustrating how even a beloved menu isn't immune to legal woes. The chain faces a jaw-dropping $17 billion judgment for allegedly scanning employees' fingerprints without proper consent. Speculation in media reports suggests that such a monumental ruling could significantly impact the future prospects of this long-standing restaurant. Number 7. Bagger Dave's. The popular burger restaurant has been steadily closing locations since 2015. Initially boasting 26 stores spread across Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, the chain has now dwindled to just 6. In a recent press release, BT Brands, holding a 40% stake in the company, revealed plans to transform the remaining restaurants into fresh concepts later this year. This shift signals a potential end to the familiar Bagger Dave's experience as we've known it. Number 8. Cracker Barrel. At the beginning of April, Cracker Barrel said in a statement, "The decision to close a store is never one we take lightly, and our focus right now is on assisting our impacted employees during this transition." Cracker Barrel closed 4 restaurants located in Sacramento, Calif., Santa Maria, Calif., Medford, Ore, and Columbia, SC. The Oregon location was the last remaining Cracker Barrel in the state, with the chain closing 3 Oregon restaurants in 2023. California now only has 5 Cracker Barrel locations, while South Carolina has 23, according to the chain's website. The closure of these locations reflects challenges in generating sufficient revenue to cover costs. The restaurant chain has battled a year of declining customer traffic, reporting a 4% decrease during its most recent quarter. Number 9. Hardee's. The fast food chain has shuttered several locations this year. In central Illinois, the chain closed restaurants in Champaign, Chatham, Monticello, Springfield, and Verdun. In southern Illinois, Hardee's closed locations in Carterville and Duquesne. In addition to these Illinois restaurants, Hardee's also closed 1 restaurant in Spring Hill, Tennessee. This follows a string of closures in 2023. However, Hardee's did not reveal the reason behind the closures. Number 10. Noodles & Co. Drew Madsen, the restaurant chain's interim CEO, commented during an earnings call. While Noodles has consistently introduced new limited-time offering menus in recent years, it has been a long time since we updated our core menu. As a result, our menu looks dated compared to newer fast casual competitors. This potential lack of menu innovation may have contributed to the chain's declining performance. Company-owned stores experienced a 9% decrease in traffic, an 8.9% drop in total revenue, and a 4.2% decrease in same-store sales system-wide. Overall, revenue declined by 1.2% for the year, and same-store sales dropped by 1.9%. In response to these ongoing challenges, Noodles & Company is streamlining its brick-and-mortar presence, with 6 closures already confirmed and expectations of at least a dozen more in the coming months. Number 11. Krystal. The once popular burger chain has encountered substantial hurdles in recent years, particularly after filing for bankruptcy in 2020. Despite initial attempts at revitalization under new ownership by Fortress Investment Group, the company's situation has continued to worsen. A pivotal decision to divest all corporate-owned stores, part of a broader operational restructuring, has resulted in a significant 21% reduction in Krystal restaurants across the U.S. This strategic realignment, while aimed at enhancing operational efficiency and financial health, represents a major shift for Krystal. As Krystal navigates these financial complexities and embarks on restructuring initiatives, its future trajectory and ability to maintain long-term viability remain focal points of industry attention. Number 12. Tijuana Flats. The fast casual Tex-Mex restaurant chain made headlines on April 19th by filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and shuttering 11 of its restaurants. Flatheads, LLC, is stepping in to acquire the brand. According to a press release from Tijuana Flats, the closures were based on a thorough evaluation of each unit's financial performance, occupancy costs, and market conditions. As the new owner, Flatheads intends to breathe new life into the restaurants and enhance the overall customer experience. Number 13. Hooters. Celebrated for its distinctive ambience and brand, Hooters has encountered obstacles that have led to recent closures of its restaurants across the United States. Despite refuting speculations about extensive closures for rebranding purposes, the company has confirmed several shutdowns in 2024. These closures have primarily impacted locations in West Virginia, Michigan, and Florida, following earlier shutdowns in Louisiana. Notably, one closure involved a 25-year-old restaurant in Lafayette, reflecting the brand's adaptive market strategies. Although specific reasons for these closures remain undisclosed, they likely result from thorough market assessments and evolving consumer preferences. Number 14. Carrabba's Italian Grill. The well-liked chain within the Outback Steakhouse family is in the midst of strategic adjustments as part of its parent company's financial restructuring plan. While the precise number of affected locations is not entirely disclosed, 3 restaurants have already shut down in New York, including the Soul 2 in the Long Island region. These closures are part of a wider initiative aimed at removing underperforming locations and redirecting attention towards more lucrative investments within the brand's portfolio. The decision-making process takes into account multiple factors such as sales figures, traffic patterns, and the prospective expenses associated with enhancing restaurant operations. Number 15. Chili's. Renowned for its delectable dishes and warm ambience, the grill and bar food chain recently announced the closure of 12 restaurants this spring. This move comes in response to ongoing economic challenges and shifting consumer preferences within the casual dining industry. Earlier closures targeted establishments in Charlotte, North Carolina, along with locations in California, Tennessee, and Virginia. More closures are anticipated in May, including outlets in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and St. Joseph, Missouri. While specific reasons for these closures were not disclosed in the company's official statement, industry analysts speculate that economic factors such as rising expenses and evolving consumer spending patterns may have played a role in these decisions. As these food chains navigate the fast-changing fast food industry, it appears that closures will be more common this year and the years to come. Investors are on the lookout for strategic shifts within various food chains aimed at maintaining relevance and profitability in a dynamic dining landscape. If things continue to take a deep dive, it appears that even investors will begin to pull out en masse. Till then, fingers crossed.